Like, dude, you can't keep trying to push off, trying to create space. You can't keep doing it.
That's why I never thought Jaylen Brown can truly
That's
be a
true.
one on a really good team because he can't.
He
He
don't really
can't.
have no moves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like he worked with Tatum because his athleticism, and then he still is a dynamic scorer, and he can set the
He got a quick first step, and he's fast, and he's athletic, like you say. So he's
and
going to find a way to get to the basket. But them moments where they playing tight defense, he's not the guy I want, like, trying to create
yeah,
something.
and it's like he's a perfect two. And if he went somewhere else and was a one, that shit would kind of look nasty because then he'll start getting double teamed. He'll start looking like Carl Anthony Towns. That's why I say. That's why I say everybody ain't meant to be a one. But even though they got one ability, like he's a one athlete and he a top five shooting guard. But Jalen Brown had to have his own team. Boy, if they get to the playoffs, they're first round exits.
Yeah, I ain't
Let's
trusting
say.
him running no team. It ain't meant for him to be running no. It ain't meant for him to be running the show.
Especially, man, hell no.
I don't know. That's just like trying to let Middleton be your your star to run the show,
Yeah.
and it's not okay.
See,
Some of them second options is good as second options. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But the
They
only
just
thing is,
better.
I think Brown would be a better one than Middleton.
Oh yeah, he would. Yeah.
But you gonna damn near argue Middleton just as good as a two as Jalen Brown. But as a one, I'd rather have Brown. But as a
Oh yeah,
two,
for sure. Yeah, yeah.
as a
I
two,
rather have
No. After what I seen, what happened to Middleton when Giannis went down there 1 year? Oh my God!
terrible.
no,
Are we gonna act like no? The only well, a striking difference is Middleton is even worse at handling the ball than Brown is. And we seen that when they played
No,
in
for real.
what's called the Heat, and I was like, "Am I tripping? Like, is the floor slippery or something? Like, why is he losing the ball this much?" But I don't
Middleton be
know.
looking clueless when he got that ball in his
I
hand. If
think
he not
Brown
shooting,
clears him.
it's a wrap.
man, hey, say, bro, y'all go put some respect on Middleton's name, bro. He's a
Yeah,
big part of that
do we
final.
not see how successful the Bucks are without him right now?
But see, you really can't do that because, man, you see what happened in the playoffs. They missed that little whatever
Yeah, they just
Middleton
be.
brings. They missed this shit in the
It's a
playoffs.
different Bucks team, in my opinion.
I, ain't gonna, I think Giannis is leaping in terms of he's clearly the best player in the league to me. Because we underestimating he done won now. Now he playing with that confidence of a winner. Did you watch the Toronto game yesterday? Like the bro,
I watched some of it, but
Toronto fully healthy. And you say you can't name two Milwaukee Bucks starters. So it's like, man, well, him and Brook Lopez. But after that, Connaughton and Grayson Allen and come on, bro. No. He's playing with just as worst talent as Jokic did
man,
last year.
you can't do that though, because those same two people you just named off, you'll be like, man, they good role players. Everybody in your starting five ain't gonna be superstars.
But he don't have none of the guys that was all stars before. Like you don't
He a
have
couple,
your
bro.
second, third best player. I don't care what's going on. I look at shit different. Like if you ain't got Chris Middleton and you ain't got Drew Holiday and you still beating healthy teams. Wizards was healthy. Toronto was healthy.
Well,
Fully
no,
healthy.
Bill, I don't know what's going on with Bill.
But
Bill
see,
injury prone,
Drew
like I
played
said
a
the other
little
day.
bit. Drew played a little bit. Bill played a little bit. So it's like it is what it is.
And Bill having a nasty fall off. I don't know what's going on with him.
Bill has always been overrated, bro. Like Bill,
You ain't
Bill,
never had
Bill.
him ranked in the top. Like, what was the like? I've never heard nobody speak on Bill. Like who was overrated him?
That's what I'm saying. Why everybody talking like? Did you see his contract? According to his contract, Bradley Beal is overrated. That contract,
That's a different story. But you can say that about in any sport. You can say that. You can always pick out people like, man, this dude don't deserve this type of money. So I mean, I'm talking about far as just people who speak on the game of basketball. I've never heard them mention Bradley Beal in any type like any talks of basketball. When it comes to like when they discussing the current best players or even the current two guards, I don't never hear his name. And there ain't that many shooting guards to mention. His name still don't get brought up.
Man, people talk about Bradley Beal. People talk about he has his
About that
own
1 year he
team.
averaged 30 and he ain't make an All-Star. Other than that, when they talked about him?
Say, man, when they say the best two guards, they say he's a top 5 shooting guard just because he a top 5 shooting guard and the position was
I mean,
weak.
ain't that many shooting guards. Shooting guards.
But that's what I'm saying. If
Well, now
you
if you go
averaging 30 points,
if you widen that to best guards, I guarantee his name don't get brought up.
man, excuse me, but I'm hungry and home. But if you talk about the best shooting guards in the league in the last couple years, people talk about Beal. But I'm saying,
I mean, he a top 5 shooting guard, but how much is that really saying though?
but I'm not talking right now. Me and you, we are on the same page. I'm not saying it. I'm saying if you look at his scoring averages, you look at his contract, you would think Bradley Beal is one of those dudes. He got his own team. He got that. He get paid as much as any superstar in the league. According to all of that, he's overrated. And motherfucker, come on, bro. You averaged 30 and didn't make the All-Star team. That shows you where his value is.
Wasn't they losing that year though too?
But that's what I'm saying. That shows you where his value is. He ain't on shit. But yeah, man, let's get into this. Yeah. Pacers got knocked out the goddamn 6 seed. I'm so pissed off at the Pacers anyway. Why the hell y'all trying to win?
I don't think that was even a plan. I think we just did it. We underestimated how good that their team could possibly be. We just automatically assumed, they not gonna do nothing.
We might as well start. Welcome back to Hoopy Story Podcast. We'll put basketball pop perspective. I'm here with Ray and Fuddy Delight. Today we're going to talk about Haliburton and Fox, the trade. We're going to talk about Mitchell's run and is he the best shooting guard in the league. We're going to talk about Giannis in the Bucks and if he's getting enough credit for carrying his team like the rest of the superstars without his second and third option. And we're going to talk about the Celtics and they're getting smacked by the Thunder without Shea. That was nasty.
That's very.
Let's continue with the Pacers talk because off camera, Ray, we was talking Fox and Haliburton and how the media was overdoing the Sabonis trade, and I never felt like that was just such a terrible trade in my opinion. And because I feel like De'Aaron Fox is clearly the better player. I'm not saying Tyrese Haliburton is bad. I'm not saying this or that. But I'm just saying, you look at Fox athleticism, you look at the way he scores the basketball. I just feel like he's a player I'd rather have at that position, especially the way the game is played today. I'd rather have an attacking scoring guard with Tyrese Haliburton, a pass first point guard that's not very athletic, can't play too much defense. I'd just rather have De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, is what it is. Buddy.
Same here. I like Haliburton and what he brings, like a 3-point playmaker, but I just rather have, like you said, the athleticism, the speed of Fox, the just the dog. I'd rather have that. Like I know what I'm getting out of Fox already, so I'd rather just build around him. I like Haliburton though, I like him for what he brings to the table, but that's it. I don't. If I had a choice to pick, I'm going Fox all the way.
Ray, you still feel the same way you felt? Like you'd rather have Haliburton?
I never even chose anybody. When you started talking down on Haliburton, I started coming to his defense. Other than that, I never chose nobody.
Okay, do you still think they're in the same tier? Because if you
I believe so. If the only thing you can say that somebody has over somebody else is what's it called? Scoring, and he barely doing that better. And the athleticism, that's not enough to just say, oh yeah, I'm a better player than you now.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. Outside of getting more assists, what does Halliburton do better?
He shoots the
He shoot.
ball from the 3-point line better.
So De'Aaron Fox is not a terrible shooter, bro.
He's shooting
He's actually
34%.
stepped it up.
He's shooting 34% from the 3-point line. That's not bad. But Haliburton is shooting almost 41%.
But
That's
okay,
a total difference.
okay. What's the gap between De'Aaron Fox shooting and Tyrese Haliburton finishing? Because I feel like Fox is a better shooter than Haliburton is.
Once again, you're bringing up athleticism.
Because that's
what were you saying?
That's the major separator to me. That's a major separator. If both players are pretty much even, because we've seen in the playoffs, athleticism takes precedent because the game is more physical. If you can run faster, if you can jump higher than me, if you're stronger than me, that's going to show in the playoffs. The shit that Tyrese Haliburton is doing, that's cool for the regular season, but I feel like De'Aaron Fox's game translates better to the playoffs, and I feel like Fox is more clutch.
Yeah, that's why I was when I say dog, that's what I be talking about. Like he got the grit, want to win. I think Tyrese Haliburton just be chilling. They're probably not his personality though, but I'm just saying like how he carries himself, on the court. Like I don't know, I just like Fox. I've been a Fox fan for a while, so I'm just gonna take Fox. But I like Haliburton too, and ain't no disrespect on his part. Like he don't do his job very well. You know what I'm saying? I like the way he play. If I'm picking, if I'm going off what I want on my team, I'm gonna go with Fox. But I like Haliburton though.
I'm not. Neither one is wrong in my opinion. Like
but
you say,
I'm saying
Fox,
I
I'm
don't
not
think
going.
they're
I'm
in
not
the
going to argue
same
that.
tier. I don't think they're in the same tier because if you look at what's the first tier of point guards, let's do it right now. Let's do it in real time. You got
Luka.
You got Luka, Steph.
Mm-hmm.
And who else?
Do not say that other person name that you said yesterday.
If you do it based on these past seasons, you have to put.
Do not say his name. Man.
He was 29 and 10. It was 29 and 10 down for 2 years in a row.
If you're talking about last season, if you said this last season, but this season he is not he's not in that tier with them.
Oh, okay, so who's all in tier one? Let's do this right now.
It's Luka and Steph.
Right. So it's just Luka and
Steph is so far ahead. Everybody else is crazy.
Okay, I like that. So who's in tier two? You got to start with Trey then. So Trey,
now I'll put him as the leader of that.
Oh, that's who's in your tier one. That's who you talking about, Trey?
Yes. Yeah. I was like, bruh, Ja is playing better than him this year. So how you gonna put him?
Is Ja tier one?
Huh?
So is Ja tier one or Ja tier two?
No, I say he tier two. I'll probably say Ja for this season, even though he has dropped a little bit for his efficiency, but it's still way ahead of bro. Come on now, we're not about to act like Trey. Trey is one of the worst shooters in the league right now.
Go ahead.
And they're losing.
Office, I think Ja at the door tier one. He at the door. Tier one, like
Ja?
Yeah, I think he at the door. He ain't up there. He ain't in the room with them yet, but he at the door.
Because I ain't gonna start. I kind of want to put Ja in tier one. Yeah, I kind of want to put Ja in tier one, right? Just because it's like, So can we? So you still got Ja tier two, right? Even. I feel like he kind of tier one.
I mean,
that's why I was saying that. Why I was doing this, like he could be one.
I want to see what he do in the playoffs because I think he gonna knock the door down in the playoffs. I think he looking for the type of player the type of person that Ja has presented himself to be. He looking. Yeah, he's seeking vengeance. So I think he's gonna come in the playoffs and show out.
Because I really don't want to put. Because I feel like it's kind of a gap between.
If you had Trey in that tier one, I think you can go on and you can slide Ja up there. You can put Ja.
But we're not gonna put Trey in tier one just because I ain't gonna stunt. This season is bad.
Yeah. I'm talking. I'm saying because if you had him in there, I get why you had him in there. I fuck with Trey too. But I'm just saying, like, if you had him in there, you could Ja can go in that motherfucker too.
Because I'll put okay, so we go have Luka, Steph, Ja, and then in tier 2, it'll be Trey. And then who else? Who else in that tier 2?
Tier
You said
two.
Trey and Ja in tier 2.
I put Ja in tier 1 just because.
So you think Fox is in the same is the same caliber player as those two?
No, that's why I say he's in tier 2. I put Ja tier 1. I feel
Oh,
like
okay.
Fox. I put Fox in
Yeah,
tier 2. I put Trey in tier 2 right now. Like who
Trey
else would be
five.
tier 2?
So you said Fox in
Um,
tier 2,
Yeah.
and that's all you got right now.
No, it's Fox and Trey. Fox, Trey, who has a point guard?
I ain't been seeing enough of what's the name, so I ain't gonna say his name.
Who?
What would you put Drew Holiday?
See, Drew Holiday. Damn, because you could put.
Cause you can say that Fox is a better offensive player than Drew, but overall, I'm taking Drew probably because I mean Drew is
I
on a
think
team where
Drew
he's the third
like
option, and
like a
he
valuable.
still has been averaging a cool 17, 18 with his
Yeah,
time
cup
with the
it.
Bulls.
But the difference between tier 2 and tier 3, you got to realize, fool. If you had to pick, you
Mm.
start right now. You got to pick.
Hey, man,
You have nothing. And you
just
got Drew
cup it.
Holiday on the board, and you got De'Aaron Fox on the board. You saying you go Drew Holiday?
Everywhere Drew Holiday has went, we've seen them go to the playoffs.
But
With
it
that
wasn't
Philly
because
team
of
he
him.
had, that Philly team he had back in the day, they made it to the playoffs. He came to the Pelicans. The Pelicans were struggling. He come to the Pelicans. It's a different. You may not be able to give him all that praise and say he the reason why they made it to the playoffs. But I'm just saying, everywhere he goes,
Darius
teams
Garland tier
follow.
2. Darius Garland tier 2 too.
That's
Oh
what I
yeah,
said.
I would. Damn,
I
So
I
said
ain't
Carl.
thinking about
That's
him.
why I said.
so we have
I literally just
Garland, we have Fox, we have Trey. So who else? That's what I'm saying. Cause like you were trying to say,
I
because I
think
feel
Drew
like
is up there with them.
you could put Drew in there because he is a great complimentary piece.
Now we put it like this: Haliburton probably is a tier below them.
Thank
Drew real
you.
valuable.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Ray. I'm not just trying to kill Haliburton, but now
I'm just,
tier 3.
I'm interested, but I'm only thing about how you just disrespected Haliburton yesterday, Tom. Like you basically hoping he fails in the playoffs. I'm like, bro, wait, what?
Nah,
What?
bro. It's like Halliburton would be great with great players, but when he was trying to be the number one option yesterday, he fell on his face because that's not his. That's really not. He just can't do it, bro.
When I brought up the stats about his fourth quarter points and his efficiency in the fourth quarter, which Fox does beat him in fourth quarter points, and he averages like I think 2% higher field goal percentage, but they both shooting 50% or more.
But if
And he don't turn over
if
the ball that
Fox
much in the
Fox
fourth
is
quarter.
fourth in fourth quarter clutch points, so
And
he's a better.
I respect it.
But so like, bro, they're both great guards, bro. They're both top 10 point guards. But when you at that level, we have to nitpick. So I sound like I'm nitpicking because I am. Tyrese Halliburton is cold. He a good point guard. But if I say De'Aaron Fox is in the tier above, then it's just I just rather have Fox with his skill set. And then Sacramento said they rather have Fox because look what they did. They traded Halliburton, even though everybody was kind of on that bullshit train. But I feel like Haliburton's in the same tier as LaMelo. Who else in that tier 3? I feel like LaMelo could jump eventually, but
I think Haliburton is based on this season because LaMelo has missed some games.
but when
LaMelo
played,
he definitely changed the culture of the Hornets when he stepped on the court from day one. So I'm not taking that away from LaMelo. I know he's a winner, and that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing I look at. Do you bring wins with your game, with your play style? So, and that's one of the reasons why you don't really see me talk about Luka no more. Like at first, I was like, man, Luka nice, but where can he take them? Now he got to the Western Conference Finals last year. I had to shut my mouth. I'm like, I mean, ain't nothing I can say now. And this year, I mean, even when he was, even when I'm not gonna say he was struggling because he ain't struggling none this season yet. I ain't seen him in a slump yet. But when they was losing, I was like, the way Luka playing and the level he's playing at, and it's consistent, they bound to start winning some games. And now they the number 4 seed in the West.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, ain't no other player can really say they've been consistent as long as he has. The only thing other people can say is they had more consistent team success so far this year. Before it's just individual, man.
I think his last 6 games, he averaging like 44 or some shit.
Yeah, he
Like
going crazy.
44.5 or some shit. His last 6 games,
bro. Bro, Luka is fucking nuclear. I think Luka is the best perimeter player in basketball right now. Period. Like a guy, he's the best guard in basketball. I think that gap is widening. Like Steph is still there, but Steph doesn't have the impact that Luka has. Like, and that's just facts. It is what it is.
I'm gonna say something that might sound outlandish coming from me. I haven't seen a player that is just so far ahead of the pack as far as a perimeter player this wide since Kobe started winning. Like when that second point of Kobe's career.
Yeah.
Like when Kobe, when Kobe started winning championships again with Paul Gasol now, who was the next best perimeter player to him? Like you have to really think like, dang,
it was weak.
So that's what I'm seeing. Luka has dominated from the perimeter so much. Like it's laughable to even try to put somebody close to him that's been as good or even close to as good.
Yeah, it's like, man. Say, bro, I was watching some player choice shit, and they was talking about what if you would gave Luka LeBron athleticism. Boy, I damn near closed my eyes, went to sleep. Boy, we not even finna stay on there too long. But
you ain't got to give him LeBron. You gave him DeMar DeRozan's athleticism.
Man,
that dude is going, man.
Any black guy, you gave Luka any black guy athleticism, he's going up. But this is a segue into Giannis because yesterday Giannis was on ESPN. But I already know how I feel about the ESPN games. I know it might sound a little superstitious, but I take the ESPN TNT games. I take them serious, bro. These is the national televised games. Everybody ain't sitting up watching no goddamn league pass, and everybody ain't doing all that. Man, everybody watch their local teams and they catch a couple ESPN games and TNT games here and there. So when them Sunday ABC games come, that means something. When them Christmas games are around and you playing another contender that probably you played in the playoffs last year, that shit matters. So when I see guys like perform on the ESPN stage, the TNT stage during the regular season, and it's another top tier team, that shit holds weight. And yesterday, Giannis was playing Toronto fully healthy. Giannis didn't have Drew. Giannis didn't have Middleton. And he's playing a team. Hey, y'all look at the Toronto Raptors. That team is built to stop Giannis. That's how they built it. Even if you go all the way back to 2019 when they lost to when Milwaukee lost to Toronto. I think that was 2019. Didn't they beat Milwaukee first? I think that Toronto team beat Giannis.
Is that the team that had Kawhi on it?
Yeah. Because I
think they went through all the big dogs.
Yeah. So and everybody was that's when Giannis had won around his first or second MVP. I can't remember, but everybody was like, Giannis can't do nothing. Woo. It was all because of that Raptors team and just they always had guys that could guard him. So yesterday I was interested in that game because I'm like, okay, Giannis ain't got his second and third dog, and he's playing a team that can actually match up with him like body for body. You got Anunoby, you got Siakam, you got Barnes, they got Achua, they got a lot of just bodies that's similar to Giannis's. So I'm like, okay, let's see what Giannis do now. And I was watching that game, and they was kind of containing Giannis. Like Giannis was like 7 for 15 or something like that. But he had 20-something rebounds. He had 10 assists. And I was just thinking, I'm like, okay, against the Wizards the day before. Literally, this was a back to back. I watched the Wizards game and then I watched the Toronto game because I'm looking at Giannis. I'm like, I see what you're doing, bro. Without your second and third option, he got on the Wizards' ass as a scorer, and then he really couldn't do that against the Raptors because they just built to defend him. So he was rebounding, he was passing. I feel like Giannis is taking a leap, and ain't nobody really talking about it because at this point we kind of expect Giannis to do Giannis things. But I feel like this is one of his most impressive seasons since their championship season because what he doing with the lack of pieces he has, and he's doing it against healthy teams. Like he ain't beating those scrubs. He done beat Bradley Beal, Kristaps Porzingis, and Kyle Kuzma while they fully healthy. Then he turned around, he beat Siakam. Siakam is an all NBA player. Scotty Barnes, rookie of the year. OG Anunoby is in the running for defensive player of the year. Like they reckon not that good. Fred VanVleet all-star last year. He taking everybody on damn near by himself, and I feel like he's getting underrated now at this point. And I just want to hear y'all thoughts on that. Go ahead, Ray. How you feel about Giannis?
I'm just gonna piggyback on what you said. Also the first player with back-to-back 40-20 games since Moses Malone. Man, we know how long ago he played, so that's a crazy stat to have. And then the following game after that, he puts 50 on it. Well, he missed the game and then he came back and put 50. And it's funny, I was just talking to DJ last night. I was like, bro, I seen how the Wizards took advantage of Giannis not being there. And KP had a solid game. He had the same exact game, but this time Giannis was there. Different result. So. Man, I just feel like Giannis is. I mean, he one of them ones too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's a gap between like what he's able to do because he's top 5 in scoring and rebounding right now, and he's still managing to give you almost 6 assists a game. So I mean, and it's like we talk about Jokic. Like Jokic is a player who he may not score as much as Giannis, but he can do everything. And I feel like Giannis is kind of slowly becoming that type of player. He's showing you I'm a complete package as well. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Giannis and Luka, I know I had that crazy take earlier. Earlier last month when I said Tatum was number 1. But no, Giannis and Luka are obviously 1A, 1B.
Thank you. Okay. Go ahead, buddy. How you feel about that?
Yeah, bro, Giannis, like, I think this is just adding another part of his game. Him, like, I think when he don't have his guys with him, it make him tap in a little more into, the other side of him. Like, look, bro, I ain't got my people, and let me go and get some assists. Let me go and do what I gotta do to try to win. I already gotta put up 50. And I got to get 20 rebounds and do this. Let me go on and tee up so I can win. You could tell Giannis got that I want to win all the time. It's just his demeanor, the way he carries himself, the way he play on the court is the same. Like, that's just giving him another notch. You know what I'm saying? We already, everybody feel one way about Giannis already. But to see him doing the stuff he's doing right now, like you said, like people, it's probably going a little under the radar. But if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody... We're gonna pay attention to Giannis anyway, but to see this is impressive. Like, that's why he's one of the top, if not the top, because Giannis do Giannis things. You know what I'm saying? So I feel the same way.
I feel like it's getting to the point, especially because Nick can't leave out KD. Because them niggas just came off a 12-game winning streak. KD, his efficiency is so crazy. That shit damn near you can't do that shit in 2K. Man, you know how hard. Can't even shoot 56% in 2K.
Bro, it's so crazy. It's so crazy with KD because how KD left off last year in the playoffs, it was looking pretty bad. Like everybody's looking like, man, is this man getting old in front of us? Is this like what's going on? Like, and to come back the next year, like just like a whole power surge. Like KD been going crazy, like for real. KD been going crazy, and I think that's just when you hear the noise, you hear all the noise. That's how you supposed to come back. KD he see it all the time and hear it all the time. So like it's gonna be people who feel this way. They already be saying that boy didn't earn them rings, so he just be going out and playing like KD supposed to. But it's real impressive. Like I'm proud of KD. Like to shut the doubters up. because everybody was thinking how he lost so bad last year. They was like, oh man, I don't know what KD finna be on. And to come back like this and to bring your team, to where they need to be with this play. Hey, you
Yeah.
gotta get KD his
Hey,
respect, bro.
what would a KD ring mean to y'all? What would that mean to his legacy?
Man,
A KD,
everything. A KD ring, everything.
like,
I mean,
If
assuming
KD,
he is gonna win Finals MVP if they do get that ring. Yeah,
man, KD gonna
a
pull
lot
that
of people,
mud.
a lot of people are gonna boldly put him in a top 10 all time.
say, I know I'm gonna do it. He ain't got the resume for me to be talking how I want to talk about him, bro. And it kills me. It's like you ever
Because
Because
he gonna finish,
he
think
score.
about it like this. He gonna finish his career as a top scorer in this league, probably top 5 when he called it quits. Depending on how long he can keep this. I know he's gonna be efficient as a scorer, but I just feel like when you take all those things into account, um, his resume gonna speak for itself. He got scoring titles. He got MVP. He got 2 Finals MVPs. I don't care if you try to say you can't take that away from his resume. He got that.
Yeah, you can't.
He got all NBAs. He got all stars. He got everything that every all time great has. Only thing that's kind of missing is, like I said though, people try to discredit those rings. But if he get a ring with this team, with the way he's playing, you can't take that away no more.
it'll be undeniable that he was the best player on the championship team, and he was the main reason why they got there and the main reason why he won. I feel like that's all he missing for his legacy is where he had his own team. And I feel like this with the talent in the league right now, even though he do have a Kyrie Irving, it's like you can't just say, "Oh, well, he had Kyrie," because that don't cut it no more. Because Tatum got Jaylen Brown, and you say Giannis got Middleton and Drew, and if B got Harden and Maxey. So it's like if he get through the East, it's nothing you can say even with Kyrie, just because just the level of talent.
And even that Cleveland team, like people forgetting that Cleveland team, man.
Perfect segue into the next topic. See, damn, y'all not disagreeing, bro. I can't get on y'all ass, bro. That'd be crazy. So Donovan Mitchell has 71, 11, and 8.
This shit been crazy.
And I start hearing, oh, well, now he's the best shooting guard in the league now. And I ain't gonna stunt. Donovan Mitchell, he been hovering in the top 3 for probably the past 3 years anyway. And I feel like once you start getting that close, it's gonna be minor things because, like I said, you gotta nitpick when dudes are at the top, especially like you say, "Oh, he's a top 3 shooting guard." That order it changed based on play. That shit damn near can change month to month because I feel like now because Booker is hurt, and when Booker was healthy, he had them as a top 2, top 3 seed in the West. So it's like it's unfair to just say clear cut that Donovan Mitchell better than Booker, but I'm saying Donovan Mitchell has taken complete advantage of Booker being hurt because now it's like he knocking on that door to where it's like he's finna get that recognition where everybody gonna say, yeah, he the best shooting guard in the league. And I feel like his team is good enough to beat anybody in the East. They 2-0. They 2-0 against the Celtics already. So what do y'all feel about Donovan Mitchell being the best shooting guard in the league? Is that shit premature, or has he kind of pushed down the door?
I think Mitch, he always be close to it, and then like the way it end for him, just be like always like when he get to the playoffs, it always be like damn. But he always close to it with his play. Like he always either under that tier where he's real close to cracking that top, and then like the play, like because in the playoffs he a factor in the playoffs, but it's just the winning. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the only thing that really be separating a lot, like him for real. Is like because he really can win. I really feel like with this team he really can win, and I feel like that'll solidify his spot. You know what I'm saying? Like because he playing outstanding. Like and I feel like he always play up to par. Like he ain't. I don't never really be like, oh man, Donovan Mitchell. He ain't playing like he playing like shit right now. Like he always play up the part. It's just like you get on a team like this, it means more. That's what I think. I just think this mean more for him. Like he done moved to a whole nother team, and it's a perfect team for his play style. Like I told you, when we seen him move over here, I'm like, bro, Donovan Mitchell can do just Donovan Mitchell now. He ain't got to worry about all that other stuff, playing extra defense because Gobert ain't guarding his man or trying to, just try to, be real exercise doing a lot of stuff. He can just play his part. Like he can just do his part real well. And man, he dropped 71.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, right up, Kobe was the last one who have a lot of points like that.
So 71 you feel like Mitchell is now the best shooter guard in the league, Fuddy? I'm putting you on the spot. So is he best shooter guard in the league?
Right now, yeah.
Okay.
Right for yes. At this moment, yeah.
That's cool. Oh, hey, Ray.
I'm not taking him over D Book, not just yet, because D Book had a 58-point game this year when he came back from the injury. So, yeah, I mean, what he doing, you can't bypass what he doing or overlook it. But I mean, I don't know. I just can't put that over D Book just yet.
Well, so why do you still have D Book over him? What's that about?
Well, for one, when you think about the way they teams are set up, when you see the help that's around D Book, you have a Darius guard. Like who was another reliable scorer on the Suns outside of D Book that you can really just go to? Because Chris Paul, we ain't seen that since he first got to the Suns. So we see him, bro.
So you saying D Book is carrying a heavier load?
For sure.
And okay.
We see it, bro. They out there running around like a chicken with their head cut off right now. DeAndre Ayton out there shooting 7 for 17, 15 points. Like, bro. Like,
that's why they was supposed to win right away with that team.
Bro, he threatened to leave the Suns, and he out there putting up the numbers he putting up. I would have rather had Miles Turner.
Oh, damn. Okay, Ray. Okay.
Like I'm saying based on what he's putting up.
Bro.
Nah, he got a point. He talking about what he putting up right, yeah.
Bro, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I understand the DeAndre Ayton slander, and it's well deserved.
I don't think
DeAndre Ayton is a better player than Miles Turner.
DeAndre Ayton may be a better player than Miles Turner, but I don't think Miles Turner would have got bullied the way he did in that finals.
You can say that, but I feel like Miles Turner ain't stopping Giannis either, bro. Giannis gonna end up his career top 15 all time.
I'm not saying he's gonna stop. I'm saying he's not gonna get bullied.
What's your definition of getting bullied, bro?
I literally seen Giannis going to the post on the. He wasn't even trying to take him off the dribble. He was going straight to the post, and I felt that that's disrespectful in itself. But most time we see Giannis, he likes to set up a little hezzy from the 3-point line. He went straight to the post on Aiden and was moving him with ease.
But say, man, you got to understand though. Y'all see, I be hearing the DeAndre Ayton slander, and I get it. I think he's softer than Sharman as well. But when you compare him to Giannis,
numbers don't add up to what he asked for.
But my thing is with the Ayton and getting bullied by Giannis 6'11", and he's just a way better athlete.
What did we see out of Ayton last year against the Mavericks?
I think they don't feed him enough. They don't feature him in the offense. Chris Paul be looking for that damn mid-range jumper too goddamn much. When last time you seen him go down and dump the ball to DeAndre Ayton like 3 straight times? And
when last time you seen him go out there and demand it?
You can't demand it if you got the best shooting guard in the league on your team. A nigga that done scored 70
right now. He's not playing right now, so nope, that excuse don't work.
Against the Phoenix Suns, who did they play on Christmas when they didn't have Devin Booker? When Devin Booker tried to play, but it didn't work. I think that was the Suns. That was the Suns. DeAndre Ayton was the best player on the court. DeAndre Ayton was doing all he could do. on Christmas against the Denver Nuggets, DeAndre Ayton was going off. I mean, they got some good contributions from Landry Shamet and Damian Lee, but DeAndre Ayton, he was carrying the Suns for a brief stretch in that game. He still had it competitive. I thought they was gonna get blown out the water, but people forget DeAndre Ayton is still a skilled basketball player. He's still averaging like 17 and 10. Like DeAndre Ayton ain't no bum. He went number 1 overall for a reason. He was 20 and 11 at Arizona as a freshman. Like Ayton is nice. I do feel like he's soft, but I'm not taking Miles Turner over him, Ray. That's nasty.
I never said I was. I said based on what he's providing them with.
That's why he said what the numbers he putting up right now. Them numbers he's bringing. He said he'll take Miles over that.
Like he was out there, bro. He was out there like sticking his chest out like he was David Ruffin or something.
Well, Miles Turner is 17 and 8. Wow. And Ayton is 17 and 10. That's DeAndre Ayton ugly in the hole.
And Miles Turner a better defender.
Yep,
yeah,
I agree.
But then when I'm picking between them two, I'm gonna go towards Ayton for the availability.
Yeah.
Because, like, man, we know Miles Turner is missing 40 games a year.
That college, I don't know. Aiden kind of fooled with his toughness in college because, that college, it ain't hard to be, you'll be a little bigger. You'll look tough out there. It's a lot of little dudes in college. I'm like, man, he look real tough. And he get to the league and just, that boy so damn soft. He fooled them.
Yeah,
sure. DJ, we from that era. We seen Adam Morrison destroy in college.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, he did. Yes, sir.
What he do in the league though? So I mean, that college stuff can only take you so far. When I've been seeing you against the best of the best, because college got a lot of players who they gonna be corporate guys after college. Some of them just going for their degree. they just so happen to be athletic.
Nah, for real.
They know they not making it to the pro. They're like, man, I'm a blue collar guy.
Them fifth year seniors. They just stand on the team, just try to break when you breaking team records in college, when you breaking team records, they mean you've been on that team too damn long. Damn. You're there breaking up the score.
You break a single season scoring. You breaking team records. It's like, bro.
Team records. The most points scored.
Did y'all not see what we just did? We done literally brought that DeAndre Ayton is in the same tier as Miles Turner. I think as a number 1 overall pick, he's in the same tier as Miles. Miles Turner is a decent player. Don't get me wrong.
Who are you taking over?
I like Miles.
Are you taking DeAndre Ayton or Roy Hibbert in his prime?
See, this is a black eye on DeAndre Ayton. The fact that he's in his tier. So just with that fact, because Roy Hibbert was a better defensive anchor. If Roy Hibbert was in that finals against Giannis ain't getting 50. I don't care what nobody.
Oh yeah, nah, for sure. I
don't care what nobody say. Roy Hibbert was an anchor. He can't score like Ayton, but I feel like he would have been a better fit on that Suns team just because that would have been a better matchup.
Hell yeah.
Against Giannis.
I agree with that. Hell yeah.
Damn. So DeAndre Ayton. What year DeAndre Ayton in? It's like year 6. So this what he is, ain't it?
Oh yeah, he's not evolving. Hell no.
Whoa.
Hell no. That shit over with. How long do it take? As a big, how long do that shit take, man? Like, I don't know. Like, we not, man, he not even finna be doing that college shit he was doing. That shit dead.
So real quick, y'all, is Jared Allen better than DeAndre Ayton?
Depending on in what, like for what?
Like, would you rather have him?
I ain't gonna lie. I fuck around and take Allen. Cause I know what I'm getting.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, I know what I'm getting. Allen gonna D up. He just gonna play his part real well.
So
am I still getting out of Allen?
So am I being delusional?
Aiden just be Aiden don't even be doing big shit sometimes.
Allen is more of a guy you see what he brings to the table when he has the right pieces around.
That boy valuable.
Oh, he's very valuable.
Man,
I'm saying, I look at Allen.
I don't know.
I look at Aiden's ceiling as a possible all-star. I look at Aiden. I mean, I look at Allen's ceiling as a valuable role player, though.
But see, Allen was an all-star last year, though. I feel like DeAndre Ayton had more.
I think he's gonna be one of them one-time all-stars, though. I don't look at it as an all-star career just because you got one all-star.
Hell, all right, man.
They say
he said, "Yeah, he ain't doing this no more."
That's like saying Chris Kaman was an all-star for his career. He only got one on his resume. He had some parts of his game that was on an all-star type of level, maybe like his scoring, his post game. But as an overall player, he was not an all-star type player.
DeAndre Ayton is a bust just because. Look who we talking about when we talking about a number one overall pick. We're talking about Roy Hibbert, Miles Turner, Chris Kaman. This is nasty, y'all. Let's move on.
I'm not comparing to Chris Kaman now. No, I'm not about to go that far.
Shit, Ayton he don't get no all-star. Shit, Chris Kaman got him once.
Oh yeah, DeAndre Ayton might not. I mean, he just came in the wrong era.
But see, now if you can't make it in this era with his skill level, and if he went back to now
we question his skill level. What is his real skill level?
No, Ayton, skill for skill. If you watch Ayton on his best night, this dude got a soft touch. He can hit the midi. He can dominate on the block. Nah, DeAndre Ayton can hoop, bro. He just it's mental with him. It's like he's a center version of Ben Simmons. It's like he don't got no damn confidence. You be like, damn nigga, you supposed to be cold. You number one overall pick. You number one overall pick. Like, and it ain't like
he only averaged 15 points in that marriage series, and he was the second guy when it came to field goal attempt. So we can't say he was not getting touches.
That soft touch is over his whole body. That man is soft, man. I can't, man. That series show because bro, come on, Diddy. You remember this when we was talking about that? You was like JaVale McGee. You was like JaVale McGee gonna be more of a threat than Aiden. You was like you more worried about that than you know what I'm saying. When you was talking about that, you was like, bro, I don't know, man. I'm more worried about JaVale McGee because Aiden looking soft.
See, my thing is with Aiden, I always knew he was soft, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, he young, he'll get it together because the skill was there. But say, man, this dude, he's too old for that at this point. It's no more benefit of the doubt. He is what he is. And the simple fact that look who we mentioned when we start talking about him. Like nigga ain't mentioned nobody that you were supposed to be mentioning with a number one pick. So it's like that alone shows me that, hey, yeah, I'm tripping. I'm officially off the DeAndre Ayton trade. But it's just when I see him play, I'm like, oh damn, this nigga just got a good 22 and 11, and it's like I was hypnotized by potential. I ain't gonna lie, I'm completely off that.
Yeah, boy.
So the Celtics, they have lost 2 games in a row, but they still number one in the East. But they got their ass blew out by the Thunder. Like they got their ass smacked. And it's kind of even worse because they didn't have Shea. I'm gonna start with Ray because I know how you feel about contenders and when they lose in situations like this. But was this something or nothing, Ray? I'm gonna start with you.
I mean, it's something to talk about for sure. Especially like, bro, the fact that I think OKC made history. Like that's a team record for points. It's also the first time,
man.
I think that in OKC franchise history, where they had 5 players with 20 plus points.
Yeah.
And the fact that they started playing when there and they did that, that's just, man, that's unacceptable. Especially
and they're already a trash team.
And they already, even if their best player was there, that's still unacceptable. Like
they had 3 people with over 20 in the starting lineup and 2 players over 20 off the bench. That's disgrace for Boston. I'm not gonna lie.
Isaiah Joe had 20.
Isaiah Joe was in the summer league this year. He was playing with Philly in the summer league this year. That is
Man, that boy
nasty.
Isaiah Joe, man. You
And the
know,
crazy thing is though, but see, look, but
that's crazy.
Tatum had 27. He was 9 for 17. That's still kind of that's efficient. That's over 50%. Jaylen Brown was 11 for 18. That's efficient. So it's like I can't even put it on Tatum and Brown. They just like the role players look like they just stuck it up, bro. Because Pritchard had 17 off the bench, Brogdon had 17 off the bench, but Smart had 7 points. Horford had 2 points. Derek White had 8 points. Nobody is two starters over double digits.
It looked from if you looking at it, the Thunder was efficient as a motherfucker. If you look at all those players' percentages, that shit is wild. Like everybody was kind of like, on point with their scoring. Look at that. Just look at them.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Isaiah
This
Joe was
probably
8 from 13. Man was 8 from 11. Jalen Williams 10 from 18.
Other than the exception of Darius, Bays, everybody on their team scored at least 50% or more. They shot 50% or higher. Other than Darius,
Bays
did
have like 4
33%.
points.
Okay, so us as hoop historians, we can officially just kind of call this as man, them niggas just was hot.
Yeah, they were going crazy.
Like, Cause me digging into it, Jaylen Brown played good, Tatum played good. They both shot over 50%. It just because they shot 45% as a team.
Defense must ain't show up.
Like the the Thunder was 59% field goal percentage, 50%.
They was getting cooked so bad. Only one starter played in the fourth quarter for the Celtics. The whole fourth quarter, only one starter played.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I just think, man, I ain't gonna stop. When I first heard about that loss, I was not interested in that game at all. Because when I heard Shea wasn't playing, I was like, hell no. But then when I seen the score, I was like, man, I don't care what happened. This damn like. But now that I'm looking to the West, it's a lot of basketball, man. Them motherfuckers just look like they got hot, and I don't think it's as big of a deal as I thought it was. Now that we just really broke it down. Hey, and I feel like people do that more because I ain't gonna stunt. I was on the Celtics. I'm like, bro, they got their head blew out by the Thunder without Shea. That just sounds nasty. But
150 without Shea is just that sounds nasty by itself. They got 150 put on them and Shea didn't play. You'd be like, damn. So who was going crazy? You ask.
How did that happen?
Joe had 21.
Yeah, no, that's nasty, bro. It's like I'm gonna kind of write it off, but we gotta wait till what they do against the next contender. If they lose to the next contender and that shit kind of bad, or it's like they go on a streak where it's like because they on a 2-game losing streak.
They cooking the Mavericks right now.
Yep.
Luka out there playing half hurt though.
I expected this every time we play them.
Layup attempt in the first quarter, but
that's a bad matchup
out there. But
yeah, I was gonna say that matchup is terrible for what our team is.
Oh yeah, don't forget your boy Finney Smith. He out, DJ. So you know that you can't hold this game against them since they.
That's a good thing. Finney Smith ain't playing. Finney Smith, the most disappointing player I done seen this year. Out of the stars, the role players, the fucking sophomores, and all that shit.
Third option, fourth option, the fifth option.
Man, it don't even matter. I don't care what option we talking about. Finney Smith, the most disappointing player in the league this year. I don't care what nobody say. Because Finney Smith was a main reason why we got to where we got last year. And it's just like for him to come back, shoot worse, defend worse. Like
everything worse. Shit.
Yeah, it's like damn. It's like damn, Finney. God damn, we should have, man. We got rid of it, man. Damn, bring Brunson back. But yeah, man. Now we can just talk. We done hit pretty much all the topics. So in the East, fool, I feel like it's legit 5 teams that can win the East, bro. Like legit. It's Brooklyn. So right now, Ray, who's your favorite right now? Just based off right now, who are you trusting the most right now?
I think Boston's still leading the pack with that.
So even though Giannis doing what he doing without his players, they still don't move you if they come back.
from an individual standpoint, Giannis is definitely like I said, Giannis and Luka are 1A, 1B. But from a team standpoint, I don't think Giannis can take like we already seen Giannis by himself again, and he had Drew Holiday against the Boston Celtics, and I mean I don't know, man, Boston they even looking better this year, so it's gonna be I just have a hard time seeing like any team in a 7-game series against Boston and Boston not coming on top. Like, but I also did say that the Nets, when they on their A game, they a problem too.
I feel like the way the Nets got beat last year.
I'll give you my top 3 teams though.
Okay,
as far as who I think are the key contenders. I got Boston at number 1. I got Nuggets at number 2. And then number 3. I don't know. That's a tough one to find the third option because you don't never know what type of 76ers team you're gonna get. You can put Bucks there. I wish they was healthy though, because then that'd be my they would probably be my number 1 or 2 option.
They smacking motherfuckers without like the fact that the Bucks is smacking people still regardless, or even winning close games regardless. It just gives me more faith that maybe they're benefiting for not having they second and third best player, because if Middleton and Drew was here, they'd probably still be struggling winning games and not look just. But the fact they doing it with just Giannis, I feel like, man, you add Drew and Middleton healthy, man. I just think Giannis is that type of force, bro.
Yeah,
like he just needs some help. He just needs some help, like, and they can kind of create. Like, he missing that secondary creation from Middleton so much, bro. Because like he don't never get the rest. Even when Drew Holiday is playing, Drew Holiday, he can score, but like Drew Holiday is not the same level of creator as a Middleton, and he's mainly been having Drew Holiday as his second option. But we forget Drew Holiday on offense is a third option, so he's having to up his role on offense. So I feel like you bring back Middleton like an actual creator on offense, then that offense not looking that bad. They played Toronto yesterday. They had missed like 14 straight, like 13 straight, like field goals. And it's just like I don't see that happening with Chris Middleton on the court. Even when Drew Holiday's on the court, their offense is not that great because come on, man, we love Drew Holiday for being an all-around point guard and we love him for what he do. But as a scorer, when you think about scoring, you don't think of Drew Holiday. So I feel like that Middleton loss is very impactful on the Bucks. So I feel like it's still a 2-team race between the Celtics and the Bucks. But then you gotta look at Cleveland, you gotta look at Philly, you gotta look at Brooklyn. I feel like all the contenders, the real life contenders, are in the East. I feel like it don't matter who come out the East, they winning the championship. It's looking kind of like the old West, where it's like, how you feel, Footy?
Yeah, I like that. Cause like the East, like they teams just they ready. You know what I'm saying? Like the only I don't know if I really who would I pick for the West for the third. If I was to pick anybody from the West, see it's the West get like this. It's I don't know. It's real up and down with the West. Like you said, like I think they roles changed. With the East and the West, I think it switched. Like the roles done changed, but I can agree with that. Like you said with the Bucks, like when he got like if they winning like this, and you put his players around them, man, come on, that's a top team. Philly when Philly is on. Like when everybody's in sync, they scary. It's like the East is looking real scary. Like I agree with that. You saying like no matter who from the East, you think they can take it. I agree with that.
Who's your pick in the East? Who's your best East team? Who you think the best East team is?
Oh, the Celtics.
Oh, so you want to
Celtics,
still
yeah,
on
yeah,
Celtics?
Celtics. Yeah, like no matter, even though they lost, they're getting that 150 put on them. But you can't, man. Them dudes scary still. That ain't nothing. Like they
This is what I
scary.
worry about with the Celtics, fool. Is they go burn out like the Phoenix Suns did. If they go put so much
Ah,
effort, is they that is, if they go put in so much effort into the regular season that they burn out by the time the playoffs come, and is they go affect them? Because I feel like uh Al Horford old, bro. Robert
yeah,
Williams injury prone, and Marcus Smart, he'll be a way better this year. But hey, he can get shot happy too. So it's not like Boston is without flaws. They just got two top 15 players, so they cover up a lot of stink, especially in the
yeah,
regular season where you can ride that. Like, cause we forgetting last year, like Boston just was bullshitting to start the year. But when Tatum
man.
and Brown locked in and learned how to play together, those two really carried the team. Like on defense, they got the perfect defensive pieces. But we just seen against the Thunder, it was only two starters in double digits, and it was the main guys, Brown and Tatum. They was very efficient, and I feel
Very.
like like the Brooklyn Nets might have a better overall team. Philly might have a better overall team. Uh, Cavaliers probably have a better starting five. Like the Milwaukee, Giannis is kind of just like a force that they can't stop. He almost beat them by like just him and Drew last year. He almost did that. He really almost did that.
Hmm.
So I feel like the Celtics really have more holes than we think, but I think JB and JT just kind of, I'm saying, they kind of covering that up right now. And I just hope but hey, y'all, if anything happens to one of them, I think it's over with. They can't do what Giannis, Luka, and Giannis, Luka, and Jokic can do. Tatum or Brown can't do that. They can't
Yeah.
afford an injury.
Oh yeah.
So
Like I think they the best when they together. You take one of them
yeah,
out, it's like what the hell? All hell break loose.
because this was my pushback on Ray when he was talking about Tatum being the best player on the team. I was like, hey, like Jaylen Brown is such a great second option that they team look like this. But if you take Jaylen Brown off their team and it's just Tatum, Smart, Horford, it's gonna be like when he was playing the Nets when they had Harden now. First round
Hmm.
exit. He gonna have that one game where he get 50, but nah, that shit dead. He need Brown and Brown need Tatum. It's like nah. If Tatum and Giannis situation was reversed, motherfucker Tatum, if Brown
Boy,
was out and who they third best player, Smart was out, boy, boy, man, I don't even know what to say. He be out there looking like Shay. I really feel that way. Come on now, Ray. Tatum will be looking like Shea Gilgeous Alexander. If Jalen Brown go down, if Marcus Smart go down, that would be out there looking like Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Real talk. So yeah.
boy, get your ass in there. What happened?
But I don't know, them boy. He probably froze out.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it looked like he wasn't moving.
But
But yeah, Shay
man,
has to be looking out of sync. I mean, I Shay, what's his name be looking out of sync. Tatum be looking out of sync. He try to pull that shit
so,
off like that.
so until Ray get back or whatever happened with him, what's going on with the young guys in the league, man? Because I'm disappointed in 2023, dog.
Man, I did my little research, and I'm not gonna lie, it's looking dry, bro. It's looking dry out here for the rookies, man. It's looking real dry. Like they started out good. Like they started out kind of hitting. Like oh, you had Matherin cooking, you had Ivy doing this thing. The only person I feel like that's holding it down for the rookies right now is Paolo. That's the only one, especially for that East. That's kind of we already knew what he was gonna be doing, but he just holding up. He doing his part. Like even right now, they getting smacked right now, but he the only one on the team right now that's really keeping up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is, but I think
Uh,
Paolo is the only one right now, and I'm just really liking like this really just doing what he's supposed to be doing and more.
So who was the top five? It was Paolo, Chet, Jabari. Who went for? Because I'm trying to think.
Jabari, uh, who fourth. Who the hell went four? I don't even remember who went four. Was it a
The
wild card that went fourth?
don't
It
feel
wasn't
I'm looking.
Ivy, was it? No, or was it Murray? It was who
Oh,
was
it
it?
was Ivy.
I think it was Ivy. Yeah,
No, Murray then Ivy.
yeah, Murray. Yeah.
Murray went 4, Ivy went 5, Mathurin went 6, Sharp went 7, Dyson Daniels went 8, Sohan went 9, Johnny Davis went 10.
See, a lot
Man,
of them names I'm hearing, like they just like doing little role player shit. They not
we
even
see.
like where they at. It's like not even they're not even showing it. Like that,
That's
like
right.
when you got to that Sohan, when you got to that Sohan, Dyson Daniels, when you got to that part, it's like, they ain't really doing what they say they were supposed to be doing. Like they probably have little games where they doing key stuff, but it's not at lottery level. They're not doing lottery level shit.
Um, because I look at a guy like Chet Holmgren. He's disappointing just because his availability he can't play. Jabari
He
Smith
lose.
is being very inefficient, even though we know it's probably his situation right now. And you look at a guy like Keegan Murray. He's been good in stretches, inconsistent at times. Same thing with
Yeah,
Ivy. Like Mathurin, you could say Mathurin's been the second best rookie, and I just watched
facts.
Mathurin yesterday, and he's going to be the next good tunnel vision shooting guard. He's going to be the next guy who has no playmaking awareness, but then any given moment he gonna be like Tim Hardaway Jr. and he's like, damn, this nigga got 30. And I feel like for him, the best player so far in this draft class is like, damn. Shaden Sharp has had his moments. Dyson Daniels has had his moment. Jerry Sohan. But I feel like this whole draft class, man, these dudes is role players outside of Paolo, man. I feel
Yeah.
like Paolo carrying his draft class on his back. And I feel like at his peak, Paolo gonna be a top 10 player in the NBA. He might even get an MVP one of these days, bro.
Yeah.
Because
But
Paolo,
like that's
You think
like looking
Mathurin
at
is a
it.
role player?
yeah, I don't feel like. Whoa, what you go on? Say what you got to say about Mathurin, because I'm gonna smoke that because I'm
He
not trying to
coming
hear
off. He coming off the bench though.
that. That's cool. That's where he belongs. Chris, what's up with it, boy? But man, that
I
that
don't know. He might be their second best player on that team.
What's up, my
two
G?
things can be true.
So why is he coming off the bench if I'm the second best player?
When Jamal Crawford, the second best player on one of them Clippers teams when he's coming off the bench?
When was he the second best player? Blake Griffin and Chris Paul was there.
Didn't no, who was that? Oh, was that Luke Will? That probably was Luke Will when he was like the second best player on that Montrezl Harrell team. Remember when they had like Montrezl Harrell and Lou Will, Shea. Like Lou Will was like the second best player on their team, but he was coming off the bench. It's like you could
Look
be
who you
the
just named off.
yeah, what it is, fool. Benedict Mathurin, hey, bro, he's a shooter, he's a slasher. He's not a good playmaker. And then, bro, I was watching him 4 straight possessions, dribble into traffic, trying to get a foul call because he don't
No,
know.
don't do that now. Because yesterday you was praising him, talking about, man, if it wasn't for him and Buddy Hill, that's the reason why
No,
they brought them back.
they brought
Now
him
you trying
back,
to talk
and then
down on them.
they brought him back, and then Haliburton went 2 straight possessions where he turned the ball over. Then he tried to ISO on James Harden and couldn't even get by him, and didn't even get the shot off. So it's like, and then in overtime, that's when Benedict Mathurin started trying to do too much, and he failed too. They both failed. But I'm just saying, Benedict Mathurin, his awareness, it's kind of like Jaylen Brown's was when he was Jaylen Brown's in year 1, year 2. It's like, man, this dude, he don't see nobody else. He got straight up tunnel vision. He's the next tunnel vision shooting guard. That's just how I feel about Mathurin. But I'm saying this draft class so weak, he's still number 2. That's what I'm saying. Chet ain't even available.
I mean,
So,
he got hurt. You act like he not available because he just missed. Like he just.
no.
Come on now.
Availability, the best ability. I mean, you ain't played not 1 second in the league. I got you damn near irrelevant at this point. Jabari
This nigga ain't
Smith.
getting no passes.
Jabari Smith
This nigga ain't
came,
getting no passes.
man.
Getting hurt in no damn pro-am game.
I mean, that's
He
easy.
shouldn't
That's
even
easy.
been
That's
doing
easy. That's easy to pick on him. But
Tell him again, Chris. He don't get no
This
fan.
nigga ain't
That
getting
nigga
no,
wants to
he
go
ain't
out
getting
there
no
and play with
pass. He
Jamal
gets hurt
Crawford.
in no pro-am game
so was you
against
saying?
LeBron of all people.
So was you saying? So was you saying? This same thing when Julius Randle got hurt in the first couple minutes of his first NBA game. He had to miss the rest
I
of the
damn.
season.
You said, am
This
I
is a
saying that?
pro-am game. He didn't even have to go do that.
But I'm
No,
saying,
I'm
though,
not
did you
saying.
have this? Did you have this same energy though, DJ, when Julius Randle only played a couple minutes in his first NBA game and
See,
got
that's
hurt?
Chris killing him. See, you always trying to get on
Ray,
me.
You brought him up. You brought him up though. Chris didn't bring up Shet. You did. You
What's
the one brought up.
the
He
key
getting
word
hurt in
you
the pro
just
am
said?
game.
The key word you just said was an NBA game. I understand
Thank
it's a first
He
game,
only played a
but
couple games. He didn't play a full NBA game.
But no,
at
when you
least
get
they-
hurt in a pro-am, you
Right.
get hurt. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to go do that. And you're already frail. Everybody was already worried about you getting injured. Like the main thing with Chet coming
He
in was,
was
hey,
the
bro,
only
his
rookie
body
playing.
won't
He
hold
wasn't
up.
the only pro player doing that though. And he was the only
But
rookie doing that.
But who had the most like? Oh, he's not gonna hold up. That shit was Chet.
Yeah.
We was questioning Chet holding up, and he
If just think about what his matchups would be in the league, though. That stuff he was doing in summer league, bro. He's not gonna have the keys. He's not running no offense.
So
Chet is gonna be a role
so are we ignoring?
player.
So are we ignoring Victor Crosby
What?
being hurt?
Okay.
What are you talking about?
He's a fragile built guy too.
but he ain't
Bro,
hurt
you
yet.
look at
He ain't hurt no
Victor
damn
different.
pro-am game.
Raynor. You look at
All I'm saying is that
Y'all
nigga
looking
got
at
hurt in the
skill
game.
difference. I'm looking at their
That
body
didn't
types.
shit.
Bro, have you seen
They
Chet
look similar.
back? That whole look
Have
like
you seen Victor?
Victor went back. I mean, he bigger than Chet. They played against each other, right? In the USA
Victor, how
versus
you say his
France.
last name
Victor
came back
gave
me
it to him.
down.
You said
That's
what?
how frail he is.
What?
I guarantee you, if Victor tries to back me down, he gonna get hurt.
Bro,
That's how frail he looks.
bro, I get okay, but Victor, he's still not as frail as Chet. That's what I'm saying. Chet is more frail than Victor.
Man,
That's what I'm
Chet,
saying. The main
I
concern
can
with Chet
count
was
all his organs.
The
I
first
can
thing
count
about shit,
everything.
I don't even have a lot to say on shit, but y'all brought it up. But I remember when he first got to summer league, people was already having doubts there. He started playing good in the summer league. I mean, he's just summer
Hold
league.
up.
He ain't gonna do this in the pros.
Hold
He got
up.
hurt, and people started saying, "Well, see, people was waiting to see that failure." That's the thing.
Hold up.
We dive into these narratives so much that we start. Oh yeah, I can't wait for it to happen. I'm not saying y'all the ones who started the narrative. I'm saying once the narrative is built on a player, once it happens, y'all like, see, yep, man, they was already saying this.
Ray,
I don't
you have to.
understand it.
But Ray, you got to separate certain narratives, right? Like I get you. There are some narratives that are completely out of control, but it's not like this was a false narrative for us to worry about. Like he's small as shit, and it's unfortunate that he got hurt, Ray. But you got to look at it like this, bro. This nigga got hurt in the game that didn't even fucking matter. Ain't nobody playing no defense. Ain't nobody trying to stop you for real. It's really just an exhibition game to see who the fuck gonna put up 40, 50 points first, bro. Like, I'm like, you can't be mad at a narrative where he's playing in a game that means nothing. He gets hurt, and he ain't even played an actual meaningful NBA game where they're definitely gonna test him and see if he gonna bend or break. That's always it's just some narratives, bro. I don't like narratives that kind of like talk about, oh, he gonna get injured either, because I don't want to see nobody get hurt. But damn it, if it's a legit thing for me to worry about, I didn't even have to wait for them to start a narrative. As soon as I seen that motherfucker, I said, damn, that motherfucker a little small, ain't he? That nigga to be playing the 5. To be playing the 5, I said, ooh wee! I can't wait till Joel Embiid. Boy, if Joel Embiid get his hands on that boy, it is going to be a problem. Nigga, he gonna have Carl Anthony Towns start ass eating barbecue nigga
80.
small.
Go ahead,
That
Freddie.
nigga-
Go ahead, Freddie.
Please let me go.
That nigga small,
Please.
dog.
Go ahead, Freddie.
Look, this is even worse. If you move him down a position, Zion is feasting. Zion
Okay.
is feasting on that.
move
Like,
him-
come on.
If
Like,
you move him to the
if
4,
you
he's
move him,
fucked up.
if you move him to the 4, it's too bad for him. But let's go back to this program. I think bro got hurt like the first minute of game. Like the first play he tried to guard Brun, he had got hurt. Like he got hurt fast. Like he didn't play that whole game and got hurt at the end. He got hurt before the game really got started.
And you
And
know what?
second-
You know what? I blame him for that shit. Who the fuck play defense in a pro-am game? Let
No,
that
and
nigga
second-
Brian go and do it. Bro, who the fuck play defense in a pro-am game? That nigga in there playing like he
Yeah.
playing for the chip.
And then in the summer league, the game he went off in the summer league, I like talking about this. He had Taco Fall guarding him. We not gonna act like he had a dominant big on him in that summer league. When he played Lofton from the Grizzlies, barbecue fucking chicken. I'm not trying to hear that summer league talk. When I watched him in the summer league, he had Taco Fall on him. Taco Fall can't guard a damn soul. He the biggest, slowest, softest motherfucker you can. Come on, man. I'm not. Look, I'm not trying to hear it.
Yeah, we not going right. We not going right, bro.
Shit ass no, hell no.
He said we're
And
not
the,
going.
the
You
way
see
the way they
Jake,
use him in the summer league, he's not gonna be used like that in the league. Like he's not finna be bringing that ball up. Hell no. Like come on, man. They got too many niggas who can do that already on that team. He gonna be a role player, hopefully not getting his back broke and somebody bumping into him and he falling down and he gonna be worse than damn 80 with that
Man.
injury shit.
See,
It's
and that's
over
what
with.
we were. It's like this, right? The scouting report on Chet is he's frail as hell and he might not hold up. For him to get hurt in a pro-am game in the summer, that proved everybody's
wild, bro.
point where it says he's not going to hold up. He didn't make it to
It
preseason.
looks bad.
He didn't make it to
It looks bad.
preseason.
It looks bad. It
That's
looks
all.
bad.
You can't argue when you get hurt in the program game. Like if they saying like, "Hey, bro, this dude he gonna get hurt a lot," and then you like, "Oh, I
I'm
guess,"
hoping
and then
for
you
the
heard
I'm-
you heard in the
I'm
program
hoping
game
for
he
the
got
best.
hurt in the first minute. You thinking like, "What the hell?" Like, damn, well he's gonna be real free in the league.
Man, that's
I
all.
seen
That's
that
all we're
shit on my
saying.
name.
man.
I wish him the best.
Oh,
I really
shit.
do.
That
See,
shit,
Chris,
like,
what you got to talk about, man? We done pretty much hit all our topics, though. What's on your mind in the basketball world, Chris?
I saw something interesting the other day.
What?
bro.
So I saw something right because you know how people try to gas some shit up after somebody do something, right? So
Yeah.
of course we all know Donovan Mitchell in this 71-point game, right, or whatever. I think somebody said if Donovan Mitchell can get Cleveland to the finals, win and get Finals MVP, would it be time to kind of put him in the top 5 shooting guard debate? Because we already know who the top 3 are.
Who?
Jordan, D Wade, and Kobe.
Oh, you talking about all time? You know,
Yeah, of all time.
no,
Hell no.
they're not close
Hell
to
no.
They said,
Yeah.
they
No,
said,
AI.
no, this is just something I saw. They said if he wins the finals and if he gets Finals MVP, should he deserve to be in that conversation?
No. Unless
No.
he's
He'll be
just
putting that
super
Ray Allen
crazy.
tier.
Yeah. Unless he
Yeah.
just go super crazy.
I'm playing. He might be ahead of Ray Allen. He do that, but no, I'm not.
But
I'm not skipping him past no AI though.
But I don't know. It depends on what their run look like. I can't vault Mitchell up that damn far. God damn. He's
that's
out.
but that's far as
If
hell.
he goes to a finals and get a finals MVP, you're not putting him ahead of Ray Allen.
I saw the same thing, and I was like, okay, I don't know about top 5, But I definitely think if he were to do that, I can easily argue him into the top 10.
Because look at this, y'all. Because Chauncey Billups, he was the best player on a championship team as a point guard, Finals MVP.
Is he not a top 10 point guard, Tom?
I mean, he said top 5. He said top 5 shooting guard. I'm saying,
hold on. Before we go any further, I didn't say this. Before we go in, I just saw it and just wanted to get y'all thoughts. Let me clear some shit up. Let me clear some shit up before niggas start trying to come from my head.
but nah, hell nah, Donovan Mitchell. No, so Ray, if he get a finals and he get a finals MVP off one run, so he automatically vaulted up the all-time list. Will we just now agreed to put him number 1 in his own damn fucking time frame? He just became 1, 2, and you don't even got him 1. You don't even got him 1.
I never said he'd be top 5.
But now I'm saying, so
where
where
would he will be bumped to number 1 for current for sure.
Yeah, facts. But I'm saying, like, in the all-time ranking, like that move you, like that's gonna move him where he is in the shooting guard all-time list.
So you would still have 10 shooting guards ahead of him?
I'll start to, you know what I'm saying? You will bump out Reggie Miller. You will bump out you will probably you can't even bump out Harden or Iverson. They have MVPs, like regular season MVPs. Like
I'm bumping out Harden.
Whoa.
He ain't never seen a finals in his prime. So no, he's out of there. He's seen a finals at the third.
NBA 75.
He was
right?
horrible in that. He couldn't help, man. You know how bad you gotta look for you to look terrible as third option? The defense ain't even playing around you. They was playing around KD. And a little bit of Westbrook. Nobody had no plans
on that
defensive schemes for you.
But you go automatically put Mitchell there off one run though.
That's more than any run that Harden has done. Why are we not seeing past that?
Yeah, but Harden got MVPs. Harden got scoring titles too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like damn, right? Damn. We need to see more.
This is my thing though. This is my thing though. If you're willing to put him above Harden, couldn't you damn near do the same thing for AI? It ain't like they accolades too far off if that's what we're going off of.
No, it's not the same.
Hell no.
So hold on a second. Y'all got AI and Harden at the same.
No, I just said based on
Harden is right after AI. But you saying if Mitchell win, then he jump it. You might as well say he jumping Harden and Iverson because what the hell? How he just jump hard? Just jump hard.
We've seen Harden stink it a lot of times.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're gonna be able to have,
he may not have won, but we never seen AI just like stink it up. Harden, on the other hand, that's a different story.
They thought Harden was on his way out for a little minute.
I'm gonna say, how many times have we, bro? Like, y'all not about to put Harden and AI in the same breath. That's disrespectful.
But that's a serious question though.
AI and Harden not the same breath.
The only thing that AI has done that you can say that Harden, he made it to a finals in his prime. But an average person, just what they done and they ain't never seen them, they accolades can almost match up except for AI's final appearance.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked, if you can easily jump him over Harden, why can't you easily jump him over AI?
Yeah, because AI being a better loser than Harden ain't moving me that much.
And on top of that, we talking about Iverson making a trip to the finals and losing compared to Donovan making it, winning, and getting finals MVP.
Other than that little stint he had with the Denver Nuggets, Iverson never had a competent team around him.
You said what?
Other than that little stint he had with the Nuggets, name me a team where Iverson had a solid team built around him. Because from day one, Iverson was the number one option on Philly. They never put a solid team around him.
Donovan Mitchell was he was number one option since he got to Utah too though.
So
his team was better than AI's team.
I'm gonna say
in the team.
You have to compare those Utah teams to those 76ers teams.
Nah, I'm saying Donovan Mitchell still is the number one option since he got in the league too, though.
No, I'm saying AI was with them all those years, and they never put a solid team around him.
And you just said he went to the Nuggets, and they didn't do
and
shit.
That was only 2 years.
As soon as you traded out Iverson for Chauncey Billups, they went to the Western Conference Finals. Like, it's all about how you put the team together, no matter how great a nigga is.
That's wrong, bruh. I'm not about to say Chauncey Billups was a better player than AI. He was the right fit for that team, bro. They didn't need another gunner on their team. They already had J.R. Smith and Melo.
Right? You just proved the point. If Mitchell get to the finals and they win it, I'm pretty sure Darius Garland gonna have a big chunk in it. I'm pretty sure Jared Allen and Evan Mobley gonna have a big thing.
AI never had a team like this Cleveland team. So,
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Not even a fair comparison.
But it's not fair against Harden either for you just to be like this
Harden
one run.
Man, no. The difference is Harden had some good teams. I'm talking about AI.
But Harden had a good team with KD.
3 of them.
Harden had 3 good teams. Oh, that's true. That's true. Because he was okay. But you gotta think about it though. When Harden was with the Rockets, man, KD went to the Warriors, bro. They weren't finna get past him no matter what.
It was a 3-1.
I mean, but nobody really thought they was gonna win, though. For real. When they went up 3-1,
so if a team goes up 3-1, you like they not gonna win this though. Like what? up until what's they called? OKC blew a 3-1 lead.
Wait, so are we? Wait, but are we holding that against Harden because he was the third option on that team?
No, he was the first option. This is when Chris Paul and him was with the Houston Rockets.
He talking about the team that lost to the Warriors.
In Houston? When did Houston have a 3-1 lead on them?
Yeah, they did. I'm
gonna say, hold on, we rewriting history?
Nah, they did.
No, I don't remember Houston ever having a 3-point lead on them. I really don't.
They did. They blew it, so it don't matter. They blew it.
See, this is why it's important to know James Harden history before you start trying to come up with some of these all-time greats.
Sure, I didn't really think he was NBA 75 like that. Him or Westbrook, but then they got MVPs, they got scoring titles.
Players like Dolph Shays on there. You gotta put them on there.
But that's what I'm saying though, right? It's like Donovan Mitchell. Is Donovan Mitchell gonna be on the NBA 100 list of one finals run next time he comes? Just because he was in the right place at the right time? Because I feel like if Donovan Mitchell make a run,
if he continues to have at least 6 more seasons like what he's having right now, he's gonna be on that top 100. Okay. And if he got that finals run on there too.
Because you know how I feel about Mitchell. I feel like he can be the best player on the finals team and get a finals MVP because he's a playoff riser.
If Mitchell can keep up this play for at least 6-7 more seasons, we're going to revisit this conversation. Because he's probably definitely going to be all
we were
saying if he has these type of seasons for 7 more years.
But we were saying if he get it after that one, if he had that one run. Is he up there after one run though? That's what we saying. You said 6 more seasons now, but we was talking about after one run.
I never said he was top 5 after one run.
You said he jumped James Harden immediately if he get a run, if he do the run. I'm saying he still
James Harden top 5 all time for you.
Okay, my it is Jordan, Kobe, Wade, Iverson. I ain't gonna stunt. I got Klay, Harden.
You taking Klay over Ray Allen based off resume, or taking Klay over Ray Allen as a player?
I feel it. I think. It's
seen Ray Allen.
I give it to Ray. I give it to. I'll go Jordan. I'll go Jordan, Kobe.
How you gonna put all those? The difference between all those other players in your top 5 was they was number 1 options. Klay Thompson never been there. He's not even number 1 option right now, and Steph not even playing.
Hey, Klay been going off though, but you can say Klay. You can say Klay is the. You can say he's a top 5 second option of all time, and it wouldn't sound crazy.
Here we go with this mess again.
What?
I don't care about top 5 second options.
Bro, but we don't know what he would have been able to do with his own team. Reggie Miller had his own
Basically,
team.
what you're saying is you congratulating Plan Bs.
No, Raynard. So is Klay Thompson better than Reggie Miller?
Hold on, nigga. Don't knock them Plan Bs, nigga.
Reggie
Hey,
Miller was
hold
the
on.
number one option.
But that's what I'm saying. So I think Klay better than Reggie Miller.
He don't have the responsibilities Reggie Miller had.
But I'm saying I think he could do it. I think he could do it.
With that team that Reggie Miller had. Okay.
You think he can do what?
I feel if you
just
could
saying
swap
stuff,
out Klay
DJ.
Thompson and Reggie Miller, I think you can.
He is
What the fuck you
complimenting
can't?
off of this system he is in and being a second option. We're not about to act like he's not. He is benefiting from it.
So is Reggie Miller a better basketball player than Klay Thompson right now?
Yes.
So what? Let me hear your shooting guard list all time, dog. You saying this is getting
My top
nasty.
5 is basically yours though. It ain't nothing changed. I got Ray Allen number 5 though.
And keep going down because I want to see where Reggie Miller at and where Klay at.
Number 6. I might put James Harden there.
Okay, that's cool.
7. I might put Dumars. 8.
Oh my goodness.
I put no. Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on.
You talk about, oh my goodness.
You trying your hardest not to put, bro. What the hell is we doing, man?
So you putting Klay over Vince Carter?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Fuck
about
yeah.
winning?
You taking a prime Klay over prime Carter?
Say, bro, you so disrespectful as a Klay. Klay was a fucking just because Klay didn't dribble and he wasn't hitting niggas with heazies and dunking on motherfuckers, bro. He's the second greatest shooter of all
Do
the time.
you not realize what Vince Carter peers said about? Forget about analysts. What
Vince
his
Carter
peers
couldn't
said
win. I
about
don't want to hear about no Vince Carter comparing him to Klay. Klay better. Klay's a better winner. I ain't trying to hear
So
that
why ain't
shit,
Klay
bro.
over AI then?
See, Vince Carter ain't got MVP. Vince Carter ain't got no scoring titles.
No, that was not your argument though. You said he didn't win. So now you want to now you moving the field goal post. Like,
But when you have so many individual accolades, how can I say he's not a better individual player? Vince Carter ain't got the individual accolades. What?
What MVPs do Klay got?
No, I'm saying what has Vince Carter done that say he's just better than Klay? What the hell?
What does Klay have
Dunk.
other than he got rings?
Klay got rings, bro. Come on, bro.
What else? What else? Keep going.
Klay is the second greatest shooter of all time. I feel like if Reggie Miller could have his own team, Klay Thompson could have his own team. That's not fair.
So hold on.
Am I crazy, y'all?
So Klay being the second greatest shooter of all time. That's
Now about his own team, I don't know.
Who a better defender? Vince Carter or Klay Thompson?
Are we forgetting that Vince Carter was actually a low-key two-way player? Are we forgetting that Vince Carter was a better
Was he better than Klay?
Hold on a second. Vince Carter is a better facilitator and playmaker. Vince Carter is a low-key two-way player. Vince Carter is probably the most talented basketball player we've seen other than LeBron James.
So Vince Carter. We not finna idolize Vince Carter's career, bro. Hell no. What Vince Carter do with the Raptors?
Huh?
What Vince Carter do with the Raptors? He whined like a baby. He got out of there. What he do with the Knicks? He came over there. He let them down.
They was playoff teams everywhere he went.
Bro, so was that New Jersey Nets team better with or without Vince Carter?
Second best player was Richard Jefferson.
Bro, Vince Carter, they got further without Vince Carter than they did with Vince Carter. They lost in the second round. They got to the finals with Richard Jefferson, and Kenyon Martin. What are we talking about?
The Raptors. Who was he starting for the Raptors? And Kenyon Martin was not there no more by the time Vince Carter got there.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, so if you take away Kenyon Martin, you take away Key Van Horn, but you add Vince Carter, you see if Vince Carter didn't even get them further than where Kenyon Martin and Key Van Horn got on, and Richard Jefferson was younger.
They had a Kerry Kittles who was a lockdown defender.
Oh my! Here we go. Like, if you got to bring up Kerry Kittles to defend why Vince Carter didn't get to the finals or get to the Eastern Conference Finals,
they got rid of key role players. What are you talking about?
Ray. Vince Carter was supposed to be this great superstar, wasn't he? If you add Nah, hell no. I ain't going with
Klay
that.
Thompson a superstar?
Bro. Vince Carter. Is Vince Carter a superstar?
What?
They both all-stars, and I'd rather have Klay.
You can have Klay. Vince Carter gonna scorch that boy.
So Chris and Fuddy, am I crazy to say Klay Thompson better than Vince Carter, and I'd rather have Klay?
Vince Carter was
It's not
that boy.
It's not a bad argument.
Vince Carter was
You ain't
scorched
crazy.
that boy. It wouldn't be close.
In the regular season, huh?
Vince
He was
Carter was
he-
a true
he-
number one. You keep on comparing Klay to these true number ones. We never.
How you
seen
true
him
number
play.
one? You ain't do nothing. Quit trying to. How you gonna call that boy a
T-Mac
true
not
number one? He
T-Mac
ain't
not
won
true number one
shit.
then. So
Has he ever
who
went
you
to an
taking-
Eastern Conference
Who you taking,
Finals?
T-Mac or Klay?
Bro,
Ooh.
has Klay?
Okay then.
Bro, has
Okay
Vince
then.
Carter? Has
Okay
Vince
then.
Carter,
You ain't got nothing.
bro, Vince
Okay.
Carter ain't better than T-Mac. What the hell you talking about?
What did T-Mac do?
Shit, he got scored. He got at least he got a better resume than Vince Carter for that
He got
his
scoring
prime
titles.
years.
Whoa.
What?
Vince Carter had a longer prime than
A longer
Get
prime
it?
of doing nothing, bro.
T-Mac didn't do nothing in his prime.
Has Vince Carter ever
He got the first round. Vince Carter got the first round.
Bro, and then here you go. You missed the contest, but you know that Tracy McGrady team was trash. And then you know his health broke down when he was with Houston.
What was Vince Carter's second best player on the Toronto Raptors after T-Mac left?
Okay, fuck the Toronto Raptors because that situation. He cried his way out of there. And he got the New Jersey Nets. They had went to 2 straight finals before he. I mean,
Cried his way out of there. You just making stuff up now.
Oh, okay. Well, he got up out of there.
What?
He got up out of there. Whatever. I heard he was whining about it, but whatever. So Vince Carter,
bruh, first of all, they was an expansion team. When he got there, he was automatically the best player they ever seen when he first got there. His from day one. That's what we not gonna skip over that. That was an expansion team. They didn't have any NBA talent around him.
Right. He went to a team that went to back-to-back finals, right? Is Vince Carter better than Terry Kittles, Kenya Martin,
Did they not get swept in back-to-back
right?
finals?
What?
Did they not get swept in back-to-back finals?
He didn't get him out the second round, Raynard. Vince Carter supposed to be a true number one option. You add him to Jason Kidd and Richard Jefferson. They was supposed to get out of the second round, bro. They lost to a young LeBron James and whoever the hell he had. Vince Carter's part of the reason why y'all love LeBron so much.
Vince Carter did. First of all, Vince Carter did not get there when they went to those back-to-back. He got there like 2 or 3 years after they went back-to-back.
Right.
He did not go there right away.
Right. You still had Jason Kidd, the all-time point guard. You still had Richard Jefferson. He's older and he's better. Richard Jefferson was averaging 20 plus. And you add Vince Carter, a dude that's supposed to be a true number one option. You telling me Richard Jefferson and Jason Kidd not enough to beat LeBron James and the Galskis and Larry Hughes? We not finna do this.
The first year he got there, he won. He had to worry about D-Wade and Shaq, but
I'm talking about when he lost to a young LeBron, Ilgauskas, and Larry Hughes. When you had Jason Kidd, a top 5 point guard all time. You got Richard Jefferson. He was on a USA team, an all-star, a 20-point per game scored in his league. If Vince Carter was a true number one option, why didn't he beat LeBron James? You keep saying this and that about number one option. I would rather take Klay.
You're naming off an all-time great that Klay would have lost to too if he was in that same situation.
But I'm saying you can argue between Vince Carter and Klay, but you just making it seem like Vince Carter just blow Klay out the water when it's an argument. And most people could. So okay, Fuddy, who would you take?
They on the court together and you think they on the same level, you are a fool.
Klay.
Chris. Damn, Chris muted, but Chris, whenever you unmute, who would you rather have, Klay or Vince Carter?
Bro, y'all man, y'all so
Vince Carter never got. Vince Carter never accomplished nothing.
Benefiting from.
What
it's easy to pick the guy who's on a winning team and winning championships. It's easy to pick that guy.
But Klay was a big part of that though. Klay a big part of that winning.
Right.
Bro, Klay is a big part of that
Carter
winning.
better than Klay? What, like, tell me, like, break it down why you would take Vince Carter over Klay. You still ain't told me that.
I've already told you. I say he's a better scorer. He's better at playmaking. He's better at facilitating. The only thing Klay you can put over Klay with him is he's a better shooter. And we're not gonna stop trying to make Klay this all-time defender. He's not that. He's a solid defender. Yeah, I give you that. But he's not just a way better defender.
He's a better
than Vince
defender.
Carter.
He's a better defender than Vince Carter.
If you want to say that what's called, if you think that, then that's what you think. I think they're on the same level defense.
All right, when you was high, bro.
But you talking like Vince Carter was just some dominant number one option. Vince Carter wasn't all that, bro.
I've seen Vince Carter go back and forth with Kobe.
Okay,
they didn't even do that with a beat up Kobe.
I say, bro, man.
Vince Carter did it against prime Kobe. Klay didn't even do that against an old Kobe.
Gilbert Arenas' peak was better than Vince Carter peak. What the hell are we talking about? Gilbert Arenas. They peaks. Vince Carter had a longer run, but man, that's who he was with.
Gilbert Arenas' whole career is at his peak.
But I'm just saying.
He didn't play long.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like Vince Carter wouldn't just
And once you're naming somebody, if he had a full career, you would take Klay over Gilbert Arenas?
No.
Exactly. Would you take a Klay Thompson over a Brandon Roy if he had a full career? No.
See, now you picking on my favorite players of that age. Just because you saying about guys that you know I fuck with. Nah, hell no, you ain't finna do that to me, right?
Vince Carter. Vince Carter, man. Vince Carter.
I'm taking Gilbert Arenas and Brandon Roy over Vince Carter. At they peak. The hell? Okay. Then how the hell we get on that?
I started talking about Donovan Mitchell, and y'all started talking about 1,000 shooting guards.
Oh, but who would you rather pick, Vince Carter or Klay, Chris?
Who would I rather pick?
Huh?
If you had to start a squad, who would you pick?
Nah, Ray, you being snooty about it like Klay ain't in the conversation with Vince Carter. Like Vince Carter just was out here dominating. What the hell?
Because I'm saying he's better than Klay. I'm saying he's dominating the league now. Klay ain't never dominated the league.
You said he was a true number one. You said Vince Carter was
I'm back for good.
Vince Carter was a number one on what's called Toronto and the Nets.
Just because you are a number one don't make you a true number one. Kemba Walker was a number one on Charlotte. What the hell we doing?
And that's what I was just about to say. I don't think that them two just kind of hard to compare because Vince Carter was treated as a one for such a long time. But if I had to compare them, if they was both number twos, I would take Klay Thompson as my second best player over him. I don't think I would take Klay Thompson as my number one over him.
I'm saying, what did Vince Carter do as a number one that Klay couldn't do as a number one? Vince Carter didn't do nothing as a one. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I just think Klay's style of play wouldn't allow him to be a number one.
Reggie Miller, but this is what I'm saying. Reggie Miller was a number one option, y'all. Yes or no?
Yeah.
And
but the only reason why I say that is because Klay don't dribble. If Klay ain't got to dribble,
that's what I'm saying. They're shooting guards.
Yeah, but Reggie Miller could get away with that back then. You can't get away with that shit now being number one.
My bad. How come you can't? Steph is damn near, bro. Steph ain't dominating. When Steph he wasn't dominating the ball. He running off screen. I feel like you.
But Steph can still dribble.
So Steph don't got ankle breakers.
But Steph can still dribble though. Klay, because this is my thing. If it come down to a point in the game,
ball on the ground, I get scared.
It's over with because he's about to fuck up.
Okay, so if Reggie Miller could be a number one option on the Eastern Conference Finals team and a Finals team,
two different eras, bro. Two different eras.
Why can't Klay do that? That's what I'm saying, right? Why can't Klay do what Reggie Miller did?
He can do it, but he can't do it as a number one. That type of play will not sustain in this era, not being able to dribble, being a number one.
So you would take a guy that's just an option that's never got to a conference finals as a number one option.
I just feel like he's a better suitor number one because I want my number one to be able to handle the ball.
You'll take T-Mac over him, and he literally doesn't qualify for any of those. Like, what are we talking about?
I'll take T-Mac over Vince Carter.
You said you would take T-Mac over Klay too.
Like in terms of his peak, just because I felt like T-Mac could have been the best player on a conference finals. The team was built right. I feel like it don't matter. We seen Vince Carter be on a team where it was built right. He had a top 5 point guard. He had a 20-point per game scorer that also played in the Olympics. He didn't do nothing with them. I'm saying he had his chance to show he was a true number one.
Who played in the Olympics?
Richard Jefferson. Richard Jefferson. Yes, and he started.
No. In which Olympics was he in?
04.
The year they won bronze.
I knew you was finna do that, but he was a
Vince Carter was on the gold team.
Who?
Vince Carter was on the gold team when he had hair.
And he was also on the team with Jason Kidd and Richard Jefferson, and he didn't get it done. He lost in the second round.
So wait,
What's that?
so
He helped build LeBron's legend, bro. He helped build LeBron's legend by getting his ass whooped. Go back. See this y'all be.
LeBron not outplaying everybody in the East though. He
didn't outplay Antoine Jameson in that first round. Antoine Jameson outscored him every game in the first round. That second round when he played Vince Carter, that's when he started turning up on Vince
Carter. Who won the
Carter.
series?
You said what?
Who won the series?
That's because Antoine Jameson then his people weren't there. But I'm saying like we're not finna just act like bro, LeBron's best series was against Detroit, and his second best series was against Vince Carter in the Nets. Like, what the hell?
Okay. I don't know what that means. But, okay.
But I'm saying we seen Vince Carter be a true number one. He couldn't get out the second round. That's what I'm saying. So why would I put him over Klay just because he's a better because he was a number one option that didn't do nothing, and Klay was a second option on a dynasty.
Didn't LeBron outplay Klay Thompson?
So what?
Didn't LeBron outplay the whole Golden State team, even though they lost?
What the hell is we doing, Ray?
No, I'm saying you're literally trying to what's it called?
In his prime.
Oh, you're trying to okay. LeBron came in the gate a different dude, so we're not about to try to act like he wasn't that guy when he first up on the court.
So he was automatic. Everybody automatically thought he was gonna beat Vince Carter in that series. And you, Mr. LeBron, didn't have no help. And I'm telling you, he whooped Vince Carter ass young, and Vince Carter had a 20-point per game score in Richard Jefferson, and he had a top 5 point guard of all time in Jason Kidd, and they still was in their prime. So I'm saying to you, just because Vince Carter was the number one option and Klay Thompson was a second option, Vince Carter wasn't shit as a number one option. He should have been somewhere as number two. He should have been a number two somewhere. And I feel like his real role on it, and he never even sniffed the finals. So Vince Carter hasn't done nothing for me to ever say he's better than Klay, and I feel like that's disrespectful. Because Klay's, come on, bro, hell no, I ain't going, bro. We could really debate this all day, but I ain't going, bro. Klay Thompson's better than Vince Carter, fool. Vince Carter was super. He was half man, half amazing, and all that other shit. But that nigga went on shit as no number one option. So just because he was number one option and Klay was number two option, I'm not gonna hear that. I don't give a damn. Klay was the number two option on a dynasty. Is Vince Carter better than Manu Ginobili?
No.
Please don't.
Well then. So
hold on a second. So hold on a second. Because now you brought up something on interesting. Who was better at Klay on Ginobili then?
Now that you can argue. You can argue
that because he got rings. Okay.
Vince Carter didn't do nothing.
So it's
hold
on a second. So is what do you rank Charles Barkley as a power forward?
Charles Barkley was an MVP. He led his team to the finals. You can't compare dudes that was real number one options and got somewhere to a guy who's number one option.
What classifies you as a true number one?
Getting at least to a conference finals right now. The best player on a conference finals team. We know what a number one option is, bro. Don't do that, bro. That's why we be on the ass because he ain't been to a conference finals.
That's what I was saying earlier. Based on your logic, T-Mac is not a number one option in your opinion.
But I feel like that was because of situation. Like, bro, come on, that Orlando team was trash. And by the time he was in Houston, he kept getting hurt. Him and Yao Ming. You trying to avoid the context just to
Houston may be legitimate, but they're not gonna help you.
So the gap between T-Mac and Vince Carter is huge. Especially they peak years.
So what
ain't nobody ever thought
what's the gap? So what's the gap between T-Mac and Klay?
Bro,
it's a hypothetical. you could say if everything was healthy,
Yeah.
Klay, T-Mac would have had a better career than Klay because he could have been a number one option.
So you'd rather have Klay's career than T-Mac?
But we didn't get to see that. You said what?
You'd rather have Klay's career than T-Mac?
Yes. Like how it actually panned out. But if you comparing talent, T-Mac a better talent, a better player, but Klay was a great player and he has a great resume.
So hold on. So you ranking your shooting guards by resumes or by like?
I'm mixing both. I'm taking everything into account, bro. That's why that Vince Carter shit is nasty.
Hold on. So Klay has a better resume than Vince Carter, but he's not a better player than Vince Carter.
I'm not gonna say that because Vince Carter ain't did nothing.
That nigga said that shit.
Please.
Vince Carter shit nasty. Y'all niggas funny, bro.
It's down there 2 hours because they been on this shit.
Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it.
We didn't get it.
I came in. Hey, y'all was about to get off. I came in. Let me start some shit real quick.
Nah, for real.
Because my thing is, right, I ain't going. I know the fans probably, it's going to be people that be like, man, yeah, Vince Carter way better than Klay until you really break down their careers. And it's like, shit, nigga, yes, Vince Carter got the opportunity to be a number one option. Klay never got the opportunity. But what did Vince Carter do with that opportunity that Klay never even got?
Klay Thompson came into a system.
But he a problem
Curry
in the system.
You said what?
Steph Curry is the system.
You don't think Klay contributes to the system though?
No, he benefits from the system.
He's bro. He be shooting like high 40%.
I don't think
like
that you can say that somebody is just completely benefiting when they done made all NBA teams and all defensive teams. Oh no, didn't he get snubbed from that all NBA team?
Name me the top 5 shooting guards from 5 years ago, and you're going to see exactly why he was all NBA. Is that the talent pool for shooting guards? Like it was only like 3 of them that was good. Him, Harden, and Beal. Other than that, who else was they having?
Ray.
Oh my god.
Tough titty. His career was his career, bro. You trying to discredit his career, at this point you just trying to up Vince Carter
era of shooting guards.
Ray, Vince Carter didn't do nothing, and he had opportunities to do something. What do you have to say to that?
What would Klay look like in Vince Carter's era? What would he rank as a shooter?
He would still be splashy. He still be just like a Reggie.
He would be a Cal Korver.
What?
He would be a Cal Korver. He would not be looked at as a top 10 shooting guard in that era.
Y'all see how nasty Ray get? This is what are you talking about? Kyle Korver, bro. You comparing Klay Thompson to Kyle Korver, bro?
He did it. Yes, he did.
Klay Thompson. You was nasty work, bro. So you go forget what Klay was doing when he was scoring 44 points in a single quarter, 37 points in a quarter without dribbling.
Once again, you're talking about within a system. The main focus was Steph Curry.
Klay Thompson was the best shooter when he was coming out of Washington State. Everybody knew what Klay was finna be. What the hell you talking about? He would shoot anywhere. You put Klay Thompson in the Spurs system. Klay Thompson still doing that. Bro, just because a dude is in a situation to win, you can't discredit him for his situation.
Klay Thompson would be the fourth option on the Spurs.
Oh my.
Oh man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm leaving on that one. Oh, fine.
He would not be the second option on that team.
I gotta go.
Cause you gonna put him as an option above Kawhi Leonard?
Right. Klay Thompson, if you would have subbed out, you can put Klay in San Antonio system, bro. And I feel like if you
would not be the same Klay we're looking at though.
How come he won't? You think Greg Popovich won't use
He's
Klay?
He's gonna get less attempts.
You say he's gonna do what?
He gonna contribute to
less
winning,
attempts.
Bro. He gonna contribute to winning, bro.
I don't think he's gonna have less attempts.
Bro, okay. You forget.
No, say what you was gonna say.
You forget that Danny Green was on that same team.
Danny Green ain't Klay Thompson.
During that time, Danny Green was different. Oh, we
You're nasty, dude.
We seen Danny Green go off
nasty,
in the finals. Bro. In that era, when Klay Thompson was still young, Danny Green was getting buckets in the finals.
Ray,
you forgetting that?
Ray, I'm not going. Don't bring up Danny Green when you bring up Klay Thompson. I'm not going. You put Danny Green with the Warriors, they win it. They steal a dynasty.
Now why you trying to put words in my mouth?
Well, he's asking a question.
I said when Danny Green was with the Spurs, the Warriors not a dynasty yet. So stop trying to put in two different timelines. Danny Green was with the Spurs when LeBron was with the Heat.
Okay. Why'd you bring up Danny Green? Why'd you bring up Danny Green?
Who was Klay Thompson at that point?
Hold on. Klay Thompson went to the finals the very next year when LeBron went to Cleveland.
So
I'm asking
what was the difference?
Why are you bringing up Danny Green? No, go back to your Danny Green point.
We're talking about you said if he was on the Spurs team. I'm naming all players who was on the Spurs that was valuable either role players or valuable options.
So you think between Kawhi,
Tony Parker was still
I know. So you think
Kawhi Leonard
you think between Kawhi, Tony Parker, and Klay Thompson and Tim Duncan, you don't think that Klay Thompson could be the second? Oh, and Danny Green. So but Ginobili was coming off the bench.
Nasty work. Ginobili wasn't what he was at that point.
How was that?
I don't think he'd be the. I don't think
the Spurs. He wouldn't be the fourth option.
So
I don't think
Klay Thompson went over there with that old ass Spurs team. He's dropped all the way down to a fourth option.
Than Tony Parker and Ginobili. That's what you're saying.
I feel like he should. He's a better shooter.
He's gonna immediately, at worst, be the third option on that team. Probably the second.
Who's gonna be the fourth option?
Tim Duncan wasn't on shit like that. Tim Duncan and Manu.
Yeah, Tim Duncan.
I just named off three players. I didn't even name off Tim Duncan. Y'all did. I named off three players.
Who? Name
one
again.
One of them was a Finals MVP.
So Kawhi number one option.
Klay ain't never seen. Well, no, hold on. Matter of fact, two of them are Finals MVPs. Klay Thompson never see that.
What was Tony Parker doing at that time, bro? These dudes wasn't the same. Klay Thompson was the second or third option on that team.
Tony Parker was giving you 20.
But Ray, we talk about at that time,
Googles,
like
DJ.
in 20. So we talking in 2014 when they went to the finals against the Heat. You think Klay Thompson would be a fourth option on that old ass team?
Ray, you a nasty guy.
I just don't see how that would happen, especially with the way that Greg Popovich do his shit. I feel like Klay Thompson easily is gonna be moved into that second spot.
Ray, you a nasty guy, bro. We can agree to disagree.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I just don't see.
Klay was, bro. Y'all trying to make Klay something he wasn't yet. He was not that guy yet when the Heat was dominating. He was not that guy yet.
No, but the only reason why I asked about 2014 was because that was the last year that San Antonio went, and when they beat LeBron, and he was in the finals with Steph the very next year against LeBron.
Man,
hold on a second. I'm about to show you.
Ray, you're nasty, bro. That's all I can say.
That nigga DJ stupid, man.
That's all I can say. Because, man, Tony Parker in 2014, bro. It was getting 11 points. 2013-14, he was getting 17. Klay was getting 16 at the time. If Klay was in that same situation.
2013-14, Parker was giving you 16.
That's what I said.
You said he was giving you 11.
No, I said 14-15 in the playoffs. He was giving 11. Look at the playoffs, bro. You better get off that regular season shit. That's probably why you all up on that Vince Carter shit. The regular season, we don't talk that. Anybody else, we talking playoffs, but when you trying to defend somebody, you going to this bullshit regular season. This quarter went no
If they
shit.
won a championship the same year you criticized and they wasn't getting enough buckets in, why would they implement Klay Thompson even more if they already a championship team?
Klay Thompson's the second greatest shooter to ever play the game, bro. You act like he's regular.
How does that trump a finals, what's called championship though? Why do we need you?
Ain't no shit. You put him on there. You put him on there. You were saying what option would he be? He could still be a second and third option.
I did not bring him up. Y'all brought up the Spurs. What are you talking about? When you editing this, make sure you go back and realize that it was either you or Chris that brought up the Spurs. I didn't bring up the Spurs.
Right. You saying that he wouldn't have been able to be a second. You said he would be a fourth option on that team. That's not true.
Yes, he would have.
Like, Klay Thompson was better than Manu Ginobili at the time.
You're looking at Klay now.
He was better than Tim Duncan at that time.
Panned out to be. You're looking at Klay Thompson now as what his career panned out to be.
Don't look at Klay Thompson's stats. I just looked at him. He still was getting 16
Once
points
again,
a game.
he was always the number 2 option from the jump, though. That's what you're forgetting. If he got drafted by that Spurs team, he would not just come in from day one and be the number 2 option.
You arguing semantics at this point, bro. Klay Thompson is Klay Thompson. We know what he is. Second greatest shooter of all time. You think he wouldn't have been getting buckets in any situation? That don't make sense to me.
How would we automatically know he was the second greatest shooter of all time? He got drafted by a different team and played a whole different system.
Bro,
catch and shoot is catch and shoot.
He was 40% shooting 3 years in a row at Washington State. He came out, everybody knew he was a flamethrower, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, quit trying to act like Klay Thompson just came out of nowhere and he was made by that system and he wouldn't have been able to get his buckets on any other team just because he was
shooting 48% in the finals from 3. He was looking like a crazy shooter at the time. So we act like you forgetting that they had
Klay Thompson a better shooter and defender than Danny Green. I don't care about nothing that you're talking about.
Danny Green.
Danny Green, come on, bro.
The best 3D guy. He was one of the best 3D guys at that time.
And a lot of people still blame Danny Green for a lot of their team's failures in the playoffs too. He was terrible with Philly. Like the Raptors, he damn near was trying to give it away for the Raptors. Like, stop it. Don't be talking about the Danny Green like he's just something like that. He was a solid role player.
You bringing up
don't mention him with
you're bringing up stuff that's irrelevant to the Spurs. We're just talking strictly about the Spurs. You bringing up the
Klay Thompson would get anything Danny Green did better. You don't feel that way? That's what you really trying to push that?
No, you keep on bringing up this second best shooter of all time. Like, dude, you're going based off of his career so far with the Warriors.
What else do I got to go off of? What else do I got to go off of besides actual history and reality?
The Spurs system is totally different than what the Warriors system is.
So he wouldn't have been able to get his threes off.
Bro, Duncan in his prime was barely giving you 23 points a game. The Spurs basketball, it was never, okay, one person gonna take all these shots. Never.
Klay Thompson don't take a lot of shots.
The fact that you think Klay Thompson is about to come in here and average the same amount of points as he did with the Warriors, that's crazy.
The only reason I feel like he would is because Greg Popovich actually gave that nigga Steven Jackson the green light eventually.
And Steven Jackson still he wasn't going crazy though.
He wasn't crazy, but we know that's all but that's what I'm saying. If he wasn't going crazy, but he can get the green light, why don't you think that Klay could?
Because he's arguing.
What was Steven Jackson averaging when he had the green light?
Oh my goodness!
He was coming off the bench.
I really want to know.
I believe he was coming off the bench. I'm not sure what he's averaging. I'm not going off of numbers, but I'm just saying if a player like Steven Jackson, who we know, as far as a shooting wise, probably wasn't doing what Klay was doing. If he could get the green light, why couldn't Klay?
Come on now.
I'm just asking it's a serious hypothetical. Since it's like if you're gonna give him the green light, why wouldn't you give somebody that's pretty much what he does? That's all he do is shoot.
man. But Ray ain't gonna come around, man. Ray is stubborn. He gonna have Vince Carter over Klay Thompson all the time.
Boy, that boy Klay Thompson became a third option soon. Durant stepped over there.
What option would Vince Carter would have been? Durant would have came over there. What the hell?
What's Vince Carter got to do with this?
You keep trying to downplay Klay, and it's like I don't get it, bro. Second best player on a dynasty.
Huh?
Klay Thompson was the second best player in a dynasty. Two with Durant, two without.
Since when do we congratulate the second best player on a dynasty?
So Scottie Pippen don't get no love. What the? Nah, I love you guys. We gotta wrap it up.
Are you serious, bro? Scottie Pippen, they literally call him a sidekick. Is that showing love?
You need a sidekick to win. Kobe was a sidekick. Kobe got 3 championships being 1B. What the hell are we talking about?
1B is not a sidekick.
But you still can say
Pippen was not 1B.
He wasn't definitively the one. He was still a 2. The first one he was a 2. It wasn't until later on he became the 1B. But when he first got a championship, he was 2.
Literally the second championship run, he was there. He was neck and neck with Shaq.
So when
even with the system going
they
through
played
Shaq,
the Pacers, Kobe was the second option.
That was their first championship run. I said they second championship run.
And then what was he?
Neck and neck.
Okay.
Dude literally had 3 games in a row in that playoff series, 40 point game. We're not about to act like Kobe was not that guy. In that same finals run, Shaq on live TV said, "I'm lucky enough to play with the best player on the court and was standing right beside Kobe."
So when LeBron won in 2016 in Cleveland, Kyrie Irving, he was the second option. Okay. But Kyrie Irving is a legend off it. Dwayne Wade was a sidekick.
Who called Kyrie a legend off it?
Okay.
You created stuff. I've never heard nobody say Kyrie's a legend just off of that one thing.
When Kyrie hit that shot, bro, everybody.
They said that's one of the greatest shots ever. I never heard anyone say, "Oh, he's a legend now."
He was balling. He was the second option, though. They were balling the whole series, the whole damn playoffs. What are you talking about? He got a chance to be a number 1 option for the Boston Celtics after that. The hell we talking about? But all right, y'all, we go wrap it up. 2 hours, 6 minutes. My damn laptop finna go dead, and I ain't got my charger. But this concludes episode 6 of Hoop Historians, man. Diddy No Ball, Ray, White Boy Chris, shout out for the delight, man. Until next week. And Klay Thompson is better than Vince Carter. See y'all later.